moving on to number 2, says in the expansion of 3 plus ax to the power 5 plus 6 minus x to the power 4, the coefficient of x squared is 6 times the coefficient of x, right? Find the possible values of the constant a, right? So to get the overall coefficient of x squared for this whole expression, we add the coefficient of x squared for this expression to the coefficient of x squared of this expression, right? And so what we first need to do is to try and find the coefficient of x squared of each of these: 3 plus ax to the power 5 on its own, and 6 minus x to the power 4 on its own, right? And to find the coefficient of that, we're going to say 5 choose 2, right? Then ax to the power 2 to get a term in x squared, then times 3 to the power 5 minus 2, which is 3, right? And this will give us the coefficient of x squared for this, right? And for the other one, we're going to say 4 choose 2, then we say our minus x to the power 2 multiplied by 6 to the power 4 minus 2, which is 2, right? And to simplify this, that's 5 choose 2 times 3 to the power 3, we get 270a squared x squared. So the coefficient will be 270a squared, right? And for this, it's 4 choose 2, then you get 216x squared. So the coefficient will be 216, right? And for us to get the overall coefficient for this whole expression, we then say our 270a squared plus 216, right? This will be the coefficient of x squared for that whole expression, like that, right? And it says the coefficient of x squared is 6 times the coefficient of x. So we're going to do the same thing to find the coefficient of x, right? So for now, we'll be choosing 1. So it will be 5 choose 1, ax to the power 1, then 3 to the power 5 minus 1, which is 4. Then for the other expression, 4 choose 1 minus x to the power 1, then 6 to the power 3. And then for this one, we get 405ax, right? And for this one, we get minus 864x. So the coefficient will be minus 864, and here it will be 405a. And the overall coefficient, it's like we're factoring out x, so it will be 405a minus 864, right? And this will be the coefficient of x, right? And we're told in the equation that the coefficient of x squared, this one, let me use a different color, the coefficient of x squared, which is 270a squared plus 216, right, is 6 times the coefficient of x. It is 6 being multiplied by what? By the coefficient of x, which is 405a minus 864, like this, right? And you can see that we can make an equation in a and solve it. So it will be 270a squared plus 216 equals 6 and 4, 5, 2430a minus 6 times 8, 64, 5184, like that, right? And for us to find a, we're going to try and make a quadratic equation out of this. So we're going to say 270a squared right? Then we take this, we're taking everything to the left hand side, so it will be minus 2430a plus 216 plus 5184 equals to 0, right? So 270a squared minus 2430a, then 216 plus 5184 will give us 5400, right? And we're going to try and divide everything by 270 to see if we can simplify. Right? And this will give us a squared minus, so 2430 divided by 270, that's 9a plus 5400 divided by 270, that's 20, right? Now this is easier to work with, and to find a, we're just going to use the quadratic formula, knowing that this is our 1 here, the coefficient of a squared will be our a, and this minus 9 will be our b, and this positive 20 will be our c. So minus b, it will be minus 9, so it will be 9 plus or minus root of b squared, which is minus 9 squared, which is as good as 9 squared, minus 4, our a is 1 and our c is 20, right? All this over 2a, which is 2 times 1, right? So with this we get a equals to a equals 5 or a equals 4, right? And these are the two values of the constant a. Then you get your 5 marks for that.